How's it going, guys? We are back for another vlog, and today we're going to be dealing with adapting taster resources. So basically making it as simple as possible. So let's get on the PC and I'll show you how to do it in 3 different tasters. Awesome, let's get the ball rolling. We're just going to break it down to its lowest common denominator so your Brady has fun, enjoys the lesson, and walks away going, I knew most of that, or I know what I'm doing. That's amazing. Or that was so much fun, I need to get some more lessons, right? And the parent goes, wow, that teacher or that buddy really knows what's cooking. Let me sign my kid up, right? So how do we do that? Now, I'll generally always start off with the exact same exercise. Bam, match the number or match the picture to the number. So how do I start that? Go through the names of each one. Now, if they're struggling 9 out of 10 times, they're going to struggle with the names. So what I do is, number one, read the names to them, right? So highlight the picture of the tomato, say tomato. They say it back. Reading, ice cream, swimming, singing, and then as we go along. Now, I won't stress too much about pronunciation yet, okay? I just want to see where they are in the actual taster. What do they struggle with? Do they struggle with the R sound? Do they struggle with the E sound? Do they struggle with the short E sound, the E? Do they struggle with the M sound? Milk, what do they struggle with? Now, once I've gotten a broad idea of that, I'll come to the words, the actual written words on this side, and then I'll start breaking up the letters, breaking up the words, and working on that pronunciation, okay? So how do I adapt it for someone that can't say the words? Let's work on ice cream quick, okay? So instead of going ice, cream, ice, ice, cream, what I'll do is I'll go to the whiteboard and then I'll break it up so they can see them. But I'll break it up to the point that it possibly doesn't even spell the word, right? But it sounds like it. So what I mean by that is I'll go I dash S dash cream K C dash R and dash EM. Now EM will just be double EM. And I'll explain why I'm doing that in a second. Well, not in a second, I'm explaining it right now. So what I'll do is I, S. Can you say I? Perfect. S, I, S. The letter S, right? It's a lot easier for them to see that than for them to see a C and an E, and now they're going, but that's care, care. So put an S, it is simpler. So I, S, I, S, ice, ice, ice. And then I'll start really slow, and then I'll obviously go quicker and quicker. And then cream, exactly the same thing. K, R, K, R, K, R, K, R. And then I'll go through it as much as I need to. The R is the most difficult part for them, right? Or I find. So what I tend to do is I make it into a game and I end up rolling my R's. Especially if they're younger, they find this entertaining, insanely entertaining. I was going to say something else, but then I chose not to, right? So what I do is I go, can you do this? And stick your tongue out. And then I'll go, can you do this? And then I'll put my tongue on the top of my mouth, just behind my teeth. And then I'll go, can you breathe out and make the sound? And they find it the funniest thing on earth, right? Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't, but it's getting them practice, right? Once they've got that, or even if they don't have it perfectly, right? I want them to get as close to it as I possibly can, especially in the first taster. And then the last one, E. E. 9 out of 10 times they know what an E looks like, right? And they know what it sounds like. E, eam, cream, cream. And then I'll go the whole thing, ice cream. And then I'll show them the proper word again, ice cream. And that's how I pretty much break up the words, to adapt the words to their level, right? And I'll do that with every single one of them. Depending on time, maybe not all of them, I lie. I'll go through the biggest words or the longest words or the most difficult words that I find out from the first exercise by reading it to them. So how do we adapt this exercise? Read the words to them. Break the words up as much as I possibly can, right? If they're struggling with those two as well, well, make it even simpler, right? Bring it down to numbers, okay? And then see, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get them to count, fingers, hands. Get a picture of a tomato. Get an actual tomato. Tomato, show them the tomato. Get an ice cream. Get a reading book. Bam. 9 out of 10 times, if they don't figure this out, the picture of reading, well, they might know what an actual book is. So hold the book out. book, book. Bam. Leave reading out, right? They don't need to know reading. They just need to know book. Perfect. She's looking at a book, right? Book. Or singing. Start singing. 5. Singing. Ta-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's as best as my singing is going to ever get, and that's the most you're ever going to hear of it. But start singing, singing. I'm singing. Do you like singing? And then see what happens from there. If they are supposed to be at this level, what will end up happening is they'll start opening up to you and it'll work out nicely, right? So just a brief overcap of that or overview of that. What are we doing is break up the words, sound it out to the lowest common denominators, right? Even if you have to use sounds and not actual words or letters from the actual word. Read the pictures to them, right? Ask them if they know what it is. If they don't, well, like I said, explain it. Use props as much as you possibly can. Go to the drawing board and actually draw. Get them to draw the different ones. This is an ice cream. Bam. Can you draw the ice cream? I can. I will go first. Bam. Can you draw that? Perfect. And then as they're drawing, like Sarah said on Monday, get them to repeat it, right? Now, I know Sarah said with shapes, as they're drawing the shapes, it should be the same length of time as them saying the actual word. I don't think that applies to pictures, especially the more complicated ones, like, for example, playing games. Well, yeah, you could do it, I suppose. Or ice cream, maybe it's difficult, maybe it's not. Give it a try, right? See what happens, right? But shapes, definitely. The amount of time it takes them to draw the shape, well, they should take that time to actually say the word, right? But get them to say the word as they're drawing the picture. So, Picro level 3, let's pop onto here. Perfect. So, how do we adapt it to someone that doesn't quite know how to read yet, or just too nervous to read? Break it up. Hi, I'm Yuki. Full stop. Get them to repeat it. I've got brown eyes and long, comma, stop, get them to repeat it. Black hair, get them to repeat it. And then, can you see, can you find, point at your eyes, do the hands over the head, find someone with black hair. Show them the black card, right, black color, and point at your hair. Ooh. What'll tend to happen is they either get Yuki correct or they get Jamal. Because it's brown, black hair, could be confused. I've had it a few times. And then I'll go, but Yuki is a girl. And then I'll hold a picture up of a girl. I'll go to the whiteboard and I'll draw a picture of a girl in the skirt. And then they'll get to, there it is, bam. And then the same thing. Read it for them. Hi, I'm Zoe, bam. 9 out of 10 times, if you get to 5 and they're still not reading, chances are they don't know how to, and you might have to downgrade to a lower level, right? But still, I would go to the next exercise first, right? If they start reading it perfect, 100%, start getting to match up. If they can't use the tools, or if they don't really understand what you're saying, so what I generally do is I'll answer it for them, right? Teaching myself. Hi, I'm Yuki. I've got brown eyes and long black hair. Perfect. So Yuki's number 1. Bam, I'll put a number 1 over there. Spot on. Bam. Hi, I'm Zoe. I've got blue eyes and red hair. Perfect. Bam. Put a number 2 over there. And they'll eventually see what I'm doing, and then I'll go, can you do the next one? Which one is number 3? Hi, I'm Jamal, and I've got curly... I'm tall, and I've got curly brown hair and brown eyes. Can you find Jamal? Can you do that? Again, 9 out of 10 times, they'll pick Charlie. Why? Because it's brown and it looks a lot straighter than... I lie. That's curly. There we go. I don't know why they take Charlie, to tell you the truth. Maybe it's just because it's brown. It's closer to brown than that over there. It's a lot darker. But anyway, then what I'll do is I'll end up doing a line over the top. And I'll go, well, who's the tallest? Is this one tall or is this one tall? And they might not know what tall is. So adapt it. Draw 2 pictures. Little stick man. A short one, tall. Put the word tall on top. Tall and short. Tall. Tall. Who's tall? And they'll eventually get it. Ooh, this one's tall. So I'm breaking it down as much as I possibly can. So again, just a quick view of what we can do to adapt this to a younger one or to one that doesn't quite understand. 1, read it for them, get them to repeat. 2, do the exercise for them, at least the first 2, sometimes the first 3. And they'll mix it up, right? If they can't use the tools, if they're struggling to understand how to actually use the classroom tools. Don't sit there explaining it for 20 minutes. Change the exercise a little bit, right? What I tend to do is I'll put a color above each one's head. Blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, and black, okay? And then I'll go, hi, I'm Yuki. I've got brown eyes and long black hair. Well, this one links up, and I'll link it to the color blue. Perfect. What color is Zoe? I'm Zoe, and I've got blue. Hold up the blue eyes, point to your eyes, and red. Hold up the red color and point to your hair. Red hair. What does she match up to? Is she the same one as the yellow color, or the same one as the blue color? Or is she the blue color, or is she the yellow color? However you need to, and then match it up. Or you could use numbers, right? Put numbers above the head. The only thing with numbers is I might confuse them because there's numbers next to the name, okay? And then after that, again, I'll try get them to give a little conversation or just talk a little bit. So I'll go, do you think you could describe yourself? If I go first, like I said, always go first. It makes it so much easier, and it explains what the Brady is expected to do, right? So I've got brown eyes, point at your eyes, color brown. I've got pink hair, color pink, point to the hair. I'm short, point at Charlie, because you've got the line above, point at Charlie, and then go short, short, I'm short, and I like playing on the swings. Can you do that? And then they'll probably be able to do some of it, not all of it, but help them out with those sentences, right? So that's how I would adapt and make this exercise slightly easier. Read to them, put colors on their head if they can't use the classroom tools, if they don't understand it. Do the exercise yourself and get them to explain themselves once it's finished, once they've finished the actual exercise. So my last one, CGE4, perfect. So how do I adapt this and make it as easy as I possibly can? Well, the first option is obviously read out the names. Hainan Island, the Yangtze River, the Bamboo Forest, Beijing City, Gobi Desert, Mount Everest. And then what you can do is, can you link them together, right? Ask them to link it. If they can't, like I said earlier, do the exercise yourself. This is where you got to make sure that you know exactly which one's which, right? So Hainan Island would go with F. The Yangtze River would go with C. And then I'll match it up. I'll match up 3. I do 3, he does 3, or she does 3. And then can you match up the rest? What do you think B is? And they still look at you, well, ooh. Do you think B is Gobi Desert? And then I'll say no, like full on shake my head like it's about to fall off. And then I'll go, or Beijing City, and I'll hold up thumbs. Yeah, smiling, yes. Nodding my head as if my head's going to fall off, right? And then they get, ooh, Beijing City, and they think they've said it, yeah, I give them a trophy, bam, now they know exactly what to do. Which one is the Gobi Desert? Is A the Gobi Desert? Again, thumbs up, yes, emphasize A. Or is D the Gobi Desert? Shake the head, thumbs down, pull a funky face, right? No. Or do something weird, and I'm thanking that you couldn't see that. Well, thank goodness you couldn't see that, I should say. But, like I said, just break it down as much as you possibly can. Once you've done that, I probably wouldn't touch anything more on this exercise at least, right? Because 2 exercises down the line, well, it's going to expand on this where you don't necessarily need to expand right now, especially if they're struggling. So just get them to match up and get them to pronounce each word correctly. If I need to, break the words up again, right? So for example, what I'll do is, let's take bamboo forest. So well, you can't really break it out, just explain it to them, get them to say it as much as you can. Bamboo, what I'll do is bam dash boo, and then I'll do for est. And then sometimes what I'll do is under 4, I'll write the number 4. So then they match it up. Ooh, 4, ooh, perfect. So then bam, bam, boo, boo, bam, boo, bamboo, bam, boo, ooh, ooh. And then I'll start going through that. And then 4, I'll hold up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because generally they can count, right? From this level, they should be able to count. And then as they get 4, perfect. And then est, est. They will struggle with the st sound, st. So you might spend some time on that. And then get them to say it together. Bamboo forest, right? So break up the words, do some of the exercise, and then get them to do the rest. If you want, you can get them to explain the different places, but it might be a little bit difficult, and you're going to be doing it at this point in time anyway, right? So just for adapting, the basic understanding is break everything down into its simplest forms, sound out the words, right? Don't necessarily use the letters, use the sounds. It's a little bit easier, okay? And then do the exercise for them. Always go first. That way they can see exactly what you need to do. And if the Brady can't use the tools or doesn't understand how to use the tools, go around it, right? Does one go with A, or does one go with green or blue, right? And that way it just makes it a lot easier, especially if they do know the colors. Don't do the colors if they don't know the colors, and don't do the numbers if they don't know their numbers. So what you could do is just test it quickly. What color is this? What color is that? What color is that? What color is that? What number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. What number is this? 1, 2, perfect. And then, ooh, they know both colors and numbers. Well, it doesn't make a difference. Use either one, right? Or if they only know colors, we'll use the colors. If they only know numbers, use the numbers. But the moral of the story is go around a different way if they don't understand how to use the tools. That being said, I think it was Zoe that made a nice little PowerPoint or a nice little picture on how to actually use the tools, right? Just a little flow chart on how to get to the tools. It works. If it doesn't work for whatever reason, or you haven't put it in your classroom, or if you don't have it, well, ask Zoe first, but use a different alternative. Perfect. And that being said, make sure you watch the adapting seminar from Monday. Cool, guys. I will catch you on the flip side. Catch you later.